Hello, welcome back. Today is going to be a short and sweet one. It's going to be like your pep talk that I think you might not know you need right now, but we could all do with. And I'm going to be talking about fear, okay? Because something came up for me really recently that I'd love to share with you. And I'd like to put it into context. So imagine this. It was February of 2020. I had just quit my job and I was on my way to Bali for my yoga teacher training. I had never left Europe before, so it's safe to say that my nerves were high. I was incredibly nervous. And I remember being really terrified to get on that flight. I even actually went with my sister. I brought her with me, and we had a little bit of time together in Bali before I started my training. And oh my goodness, thank you to her because that really calmed me down. I don't even know if I would have been able to do it without her. Like, I needed that at that time. I needed that comfort blanket. And the reason that I'm sharing this with you is because on Friday, something really hit home. And I want to be so honest with you because nowadays I am so different to that. Okay, so you'll probably hear me talking about doing all these trips, retreats all over the world. Like, I will go out there and I will just do things. I will just make things happen. I will get on a flight with it without even thinking twice about it and go the other side of the world. But on Friday, something really hit home for me, and I started to realize just how fear can start to impact you. Because if you know me, if you're in my world, I've been wanting to take a trip for some winter sun for a little while. Okay. So if you follow my Instagram stories, you'll have also seen that I like even put up my stories and gave like a chance to vote like where I go next, which was really fun actually. And so there I was on Skyscanner and I picked out the flight that I wanted. There it was. And then I checked the times, everything was looking good, it was all lining up. And then it hit me. I wasn't booking it. I wasn't booking the flight. I was just like looking at this page on Skyscanner. Well, by this time I was actually on the airline. I was on the airline website, I had my flights all chosen. I was just staring at the page. And I was like, what? Why am I doing this? Like, what is going on? And I really started to notice, oh my God, I'm actually scared right now. Like, my heart rate actually went up. And I didn't want to click book and pay. I wanted to just sit there on that page, and I was procrastinating. I was literally on that page for a full 30 minutes just staring at it. And this allowed me to really check in with myself. Okay. And I said to myself, I said, Georgia, why haven't you booked this flight? You know you want to go. And it really hit me that I was procrastinating on this because of one thing. And my clients will know what this one thing is because we talk about it all the time and we get to the root of it so freaking quickly that we become unstoppable, literally unstoppable. And this is the key. Like, if you're feeling a little bit stuck in your life or not sure about something, like this one thing, if you can nail this one thing, you're fine. You're gonna rocket ship. You're gonna do absolutely fine. Because what I noticed was that I was procrastinating because of fear. Yes. It's a huge part of what I teach. It's part 2 of the Sanctity method. And it's that part that really stops procrastination in its tracks, which is something that I know a lot of people can find difficult and make excuses about. And yeah, of course, we're human beings. We're going to procrastinate at times. And this is why I think it's really important for me to share with you this instance. But ultimately, it can stop you. It can hold you back. And actually, let's not make any excuses. I think this is the year, like 2024, like if you're in with this vibe, repeat after me, signal this to me too, like send me a message to tell me that like you are so in with this. 2024 is the year of 0 excuses. Radical responsibility. Because that is when the power goes away from everyone else or things that you can't control and back to you and the things that you can control. But that only happens when you take radical responsibility. So I became aware of what was going on, and what was happening was that this procrastination was trying to make me not book this flight, make me cave in to the fear that is normal, but caving into the fear. You can feel the fear, but yeah, it's so different how you actually react. This is what it's all about. And so I did the scary thing. Before it could get me even more, before it could really take me under its grasp, I just booked the flight. And you'd think that it'd feel normal for me by now, you know? Like I'm often going on solo trips to the other side of the world. I talk about it like it's nothing. But this really sobered me a bit. And it really reminded me of that fear that I had initially when I quit my job. Oh my goodness, I was terrified. Absolutely terrified to quit my job. Like I sat on it for 18 months. I was so scared. But I did the scary thing. And it reminded me of when the fear I had when I first went to Bali, the fear I had when I moved to Ibiza, the fear I had when I landed in Mexico City for the first time on my own. And I noticed that there is always fear when you are making moves. There is always fear when you're making moves. Because if you're dreaming big enough, if you're reaching the full extent to your capacity and your potential, your abilities, your gifts, the threshold gets further away, it becomes expansive, it feels scary. Every single time it feels scary. Every time you level up, it will feel scary. So if you're scared right now about something, that's amazing because you are growing. That is what it is. It's a sign that you're growing and you're stretching outside of your regular neural pathways. If we take it into the neuroscience of this, your brain, when it's in fear, is signaling danger. Because your brain is wired to survive, and it's wired to survive through 3 core elements: familiarity, structure, which is how, and certainty, when. So when you're wired for things to be the same in order to feel safe, that familiarity and comfortable, then you're not growing. You're surviving, but you're not thriving. It's why people come to me and say, look, George, I feel like I've just been surviving from until I got here now. And I'm ready to thrive. Like, I want my zest for life. I want to feel alive again. I want to travel. I want to do the things. I want to live my life. I want to hop across islands and swim with dolphins and dive with whales and climb mountains on the weekend. You know? Because that's where the growth is. It's in those scary things. And the beautiful part comes in when we start to recognize the power of neuroplasticity. This is your brain's ability to change, to serve you, to support you, to support your growth, because we can work with our brain. A lot of people will say, oh, I have procrastination, I have anxiety, I have ADHD, all these things. I feel you, like I am with you on that, but we can work with these things, whatever they are, to actually help our brain to start to work in a way that's really serving you, instead of a way that's making you stuck in these moments of overthinking, of fear, caving into the fear, and sitting on the web page, looking at the flight details and not booking it. Sitting on the web page of a course you really want to do, a retreat you really want to go to, whatever that is, and clicking next because you're scared. And it's okay. It's okay to feel the fear. Like, I've been there. I still do it. I've just told you I still do it. It is so normal. But if you can notice in that very moment what you are doing and ask yourself, will this help me to grow, to click X, or will this help me to grow, to follow through, to do the scary thing, to put my money where my mouth is, to create accountability action? Something that's going to say, well, I'm definitely going to go all in on myself now. And that's where my clients, they get their success, because they come to me at a point of being like, okay, Georgia, I'm ready. I am ready to do this. I'm ready to invest my time, my energy, my money. I'm not going to say, oh, I don't have time. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to create the time. It's always possible. There's tools, there's techniques that you can do, but you're creative. You're clever. I can give you tools, I can give you techniques, I can give you strategies. But you're here, you're listening to this, you're watching this, because you are creative. You have your own solutions within you. My job is just to shine a light on those so that you can reach your full capacity and expand and share your beautiful light with the world. So when you do that scary thing, when you book the flight, when you pay for the membership, you pay for the course, you do the scary thing, that is when you are tapping into the power of neuroplasticity. It's the exact same thing that allowed me to stop letting fear get in my way anytime that I've wanted to grow. And so I have a question for you. What do you choose? Do you choose to stay in your comfort zone? Do you choose to stay in that place of fear and let the fear drive you and control you? Or do you choose to do the scary thing? Take it into your own hands. And you know what? All of this is what has been really prompting me this year. Like this year, you will know, you'll probably know already, like I am leveling up this year. Sanctity is leveling up this year. We've got some exciting things coming. I've got people already signing up to the mastermind that starts in March. I've not even launched it yet, because this is just the year. This is the year where we take things to the next level. We do this together. And I've got exciting things. I've even got retreats, events that I'm planning now. They're not announced yet, but people are already coming to me and we're already starting to make it happen. Because that's how we roll. We take action. And when you can do that, when you can tap into the very core of your heart and ask your heart and soul, like, what is best for my growth right now? Even if it's scary, even if your heartbeat is going a little bit. You know, even recording these videos for me, it's something I'm getting used to. It's not something that I just sat down today and was like, oh, quick, easy, sorted. It will be, because I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep showing up, and it's going to become a part of my routine. It's going to become so effortless for me. But I would be lying to you if I wasn't saying that I was scared, like, before hitting record today, of course. But I'm doing the thing. So are you going to do the thing? What's your thing? I would love, love, love to hear from you. If this resonated with you, if this struck a chord, please let me know. Send me a message on Instagram. Send me a message on LinkedIn, Georgia St. John Smith. If you're not already on my newsletter, get in. I'm sharing some juicy things, some behind the scenes of my next traveling trip, which Okay, I'm just going to let you know what that is now because I'm so excited. So I will be going to Bali for 2 months. So if you are in Bali, if you're planning to travel there, reach out, let me know, let's connect. How exciting. We get to work from wherever we want in the world and watch sunsets every night, island hop, like go surfing, do whatever we want. And if this is really resonating with you, you are just in time because we are about to start MAGNETISE, which is my 2-week Minimind. This is for heart-led leaders, for people who are ready to create this success that feels very easeful and very magnetic. It's about attracting the things by being so solid into the core of who you really are. It sounds so simple, right? Why do not enough people do it? That's why I'm here. That's why Sancti's here, because not enough people do this. Not enough people are tapping into the power that you have right now. And so for this whole 2 weeks, you're going to have me in your back pocket. I'll be running 2 exclusive workshops, 90 minutes long each, one on magnetic mindset, the other one on purposeful business mastery. So it's really combining the neuroscience of psychology with the business, the strategies to bring you in as a whole. I'll also be sharing mindset rituals, strategies to be running your business with ease, flow, confidence in 2024. So it's starting on the 29th of Jan. If you're not already in, now is your sign. I'm going to link it into the show notes here so that you'll have a link. You just click, if you're on Spotify or Apple, you'll be able to just click. There'll be a link there for the Minimind. You don't want to miss it. And if you have any other questions or just want to chat, like please reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. I am sending you so much love from my corner of the world to yours, from my world to yours, and I'm very excited to see you again soon.